Previously on the Renovators. Your job is to renovate this entire house from inside to out. The competition began for 26 of Australia's best builders, designers and stylists. Judging them, Master Builder, Barry Dubois.
This is so exciting.
Former editor of Vogue Living, Robin Holt.
This is my favourite room of the house.
And renowned architect, Peter Ho.
This is a really simple detail for a simple part of the house.
And for her efforts, Joanne claimed the first set of keys to a rundown house.
I'm going to win this.
Tonight, the second set of keys is up for grabs.
If I want one of those houses, I've got to get through this challenge.
And it's every contender for themselves. One tiny mistake and you're out.
This could trip a few people up.
Then they face their very first White Room Challenge. There can only be one winner.
It's definitely a do or die situation. The first time we entered that warehouse, it was exciting. But after that 48-hour challenge, it's now terrifying.
I'm ready for whatever they've got to throw at us now. I know it's going to be huge, considering what we've just done for the last 2 days.
G'day Renovators and welcome back to the warehouse. It's a new day and it's a brand new challenge. Are you feeling pumped?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Are you feeling as pumped as the first day? I just want to take a moment to remind you of what this competition is all about. Your aim is to prove that you are Australia's best renovator by taking on one of these 6 rundown houses. Your aim is to renovate them for profit whilst avoiding elimination from the competition. In 3 months' time, they'll be auctioned off and the renovator who is left holding the set of keys to the house that makes the highest percentage of profit will win the title of Australia's best renovator.
To win the title of the top renovator in Australia, it would be amazing. I think it's a life-changing thing.
Today's challenge is taking you all back to basics. There are going to be 3 rounds, and each round will test your skills on basic renovation. Only the most skilled contestants will move forward. At the end of the day, there'll be 1 renovator left standing. And the prize? To choose the keys to the next house.
After coming so close to winning the 48-hour challenge, I was even more determined to get this key.
Round 1 is all about the most basic element in building. The nail.
Renovators, your challenge is as simple as this. You've got to hammer a nail into this piece of wood. But you've got to do it without bending the nail. You bend it and you're out.
I don't use tools. In fact, I've barely used a hammer.
We're going to keep going until there are 6 of you left. Only those 6 will go through to the next round of today's challenges. Now, Luke, you look like you could drive a nail in. How are you feeling?
I'm pretty confident, but under the pressure, anything could happen.
August, how are you feeling about this challenge?
Well, mate, my biggest weakness is hammering a nail in straight. So I'm going to rely on the gods.
Baz, you want to show them how it's done?
That's done, Baz. Come, Baz.
Give you a tip, guys. I haven't done this for about 20 years, but anyway.
Sure.
Come on. The best piece of advice is put the sharp end in the wood, hit the flat end, and don't close your eyes.
Hammering in nails is one of the most basic things you can do when you're renovating. And how many of us are really good at doing that?
Okay, now we need someone to volunteer to go first. Do not be shy. Good on you, Bob. Everyone single file behind Bob, and we're going to go for it.
My name's Bob, 58-year-old, grandfather of 7, prolific handyman. And I reckon I've got some of the skills that can show some of the young guys that if the job's worth doing, it's worth doing right.
Bob, you're looking pretty confident.
About as nervous as a long-tailed cat in a room full of rocking chairs at the moment, I tell you.
Let's get rid of some of those nerves. Come up and have a go. Just pick a nail and pick a hammer, eh?
Just for the record, my nickname is Lightning. Never strikes twice in the same place. Oh, that's a miss. Told you it was lightning.
Not bad. Not bad.
Christy, how are you feeling?
Little nervous.
Show the nail who's boss, Christy.
I'm going to try. Straight miss. The technique that I used was certainly something that I've never tried before.
Well, that's a new style, but you got there.
Double-handed.
Luke.
The first of the heavy hitters, I'd think.
I'm Luke. I've been a carpenter since I was 15 years old. I'm feeling very confident because being a chippy, I do this every day.
Go, Luke.
Very good, Keenan. Peter, fantastic.
Lisa, how are you feeling about this?
I'm better with a handbag than a hammer, but I'm better off to give it a go.
Okay, just think handbag.
I won't get my finger, it's all right. I tapped the nail very softly. Everyone was laughing. In fact, I'm sure they were all nodding their heads every time I tapped.
Did it.
I am.
Okay, that's it.
Thank you.
Show us what you got, Ali.
Here we are, faced with one nail. It's definitely a do or die situation.
There's a bend. I'm afraid that's a bend.
It wasn't that much of a bend, but it was bend enough for Baz.
All of you had your first go and most of you got through. Well done. But this time, we're going to up the ante. So, of course, if you bend it, you're out. But this time, if you miss it, you're also out. Bob, you're up.
Now, if you miss the nail, you're out. Now, this could trip a few people up.
Very good, Bob.
Good, good.
Oh, you've bent that one. Oh, Lisa. Oh, you've hit the wood. You're out. No, sorry, August.
The group is narrowing down really, really quickly.
Oh, bad luck, Jason. You've skewed off with that one.
And the people that you think that would go the distance aren't.
Oh, Mike. That's hit the wood.
Mikey.
No, I'm sorry, you've hit the wood.
I nearly threw the hammer. I was spewing.
We're down to 8. 2 more to knock out. Okay, Christy.
Thank you. The guys are tradies and do this for a living. And there's Laura and I, so we had to be pretty proud of ourselves at that point.
Great work, Christy. Fantastic.
Well done. Luke.
Never going to miss. Good work, mate.
There's 2 girls, 6 guys. I'm thinking, surely the girls are going to miss sooner or later, so I was feeling quite confident.
Oh, Peter, you've just missed it.
Peter.
My whole world just shattered.
There are 7 left. Only 6 of you go through to the next round. The next person out, that's it. Keenan?
I was absolutely packing myself. I was just constantly thinking, you can't miss, you can't miss.
Very good, Keenan.
Jared, how are those palms?
Sweaty as. I'm just trying to keep them dry. Don't want the hammer slipping out of my hand.
Bad luck, Jared. You've just missed it. Bad luck, mate.
It was awesome. I was one of the top 6.
Congratulations, guys. You guys have done an amazing job, and you now get to go through to the next round. Now head over to the storeroom because we have a surprise for you. You guys ready for round 2?
Yep.
Your task in this round is to renovate whatever you find behind these doors. It's time to take a look. Ahead on the Renovators.
Not this, anything but this.
Pressure builds.
I'm freaking out, man.
We're in massive trouble.
As contenders battle.
Oh, this is stupid.
For the second set of keys. Your task in this round is to renovate whatever you find behind these doors.
That's hard. There's just a whole heap of chairs that are all old and ratty and horrible.
Oh, they couldn't have picked a worse one for me. Not upholstering.
For this challenge, you need to renovate a chair. And of course, you have to impress the judges, including Peter Ho. And he has designed everything from the tiniest lampshade to entire buildings with the odd chair in between.
All of these chairs here need a bit of love, a bit of repair. Probably sat in many of these types of chairs before. There's a lot of history here. There's your Bauhaus-inspired timber chair. There's the wingback. This is a Danish from the 60s, which, you know, is something that you sort of might lean back on. But it's also something that you might sit in. There are lots of things here, you know, that you need to repair. Unless you choose to think that this might be an interesting way of actually sitting in this chair.
When this challenge is over, Peter, Barry and Robin are going to choose their 3 favourite chairs. This is being judged on creativity and quality. Now, only those who created the top 3 chairs will get to go through to the final round today. Christy, you're doing a lot of grinning there.
It's a fun, creative challenge, which is pretty exciting for me. It's right up my alley.
Nakeenan, have you already got your eye on one?
Yeah, and then a backup one, I guess, so.
The man has a strategy. You have 2 hours for this challenge. Work starts now.
I ended up choosing the Parker style chair just basically because it seemed like it was in fairly good condition. I wouldn't have had to do too much drastic work to it.
One of the legs had a very large crack through it, and I thought, oh no, I can fix that.
I took on the biggest job in upholstery. Oh my God, I've attempted the impossible.
Grab your chair, get out over to the workbench and start work. And they've only given us 2 hours.
I've decided on the Edwardian double-seater. It's a really cute little chair, but it really needs to be brought up to date. My name's Christy. I'm 32 years old and I'm a mum from Perth. I've been renovating since I was 21. I've done 5 renovations. The most important person in my life, I guess, would be my daughter, Addison. She's made me who I am today. Today I'm inspired by my daughter and I'm actually going to make it more of a little girl's chair. So the first point is I have to choose the fabric. Why am I so short? Choose the paint colour. Then I've got to restore the actual chair's frame. Get it together so it's not wonky, and then I have to paint it.
Hey, Bob.
Hey, Bob.
How you doing? You chose the old Bauhaus inspired, yes? Tell us your plan.
I'm going to try something I've never attempted before, which is some deep pleating on the leather.
Very interesting.
Deep button
In 1.5 hours, Bob.
Very bold.
Well, I'm going to give it a go.
I'm going to try something different. Nice big folded pleat over the whole cushion.
They want innovation. I can't think of any better way of doing it at the moment than to try something you've never ever tried before.
My vision for this chair is to modernise the classic wingback to make it fun and contemporary.
I'm going to put a Union Jack on the front of it with the fabrics.
She wouldn't have taken the challenge on unless she's done it before.
Yeah,
so.
I haven't really done that much upholstery before, so it's going to be a trial and error.
I haven't renovated many old furniture, but I think I had an upper hand because my wife actually does that for a living, so I stole a few of her ideas. When it's finished, I'm hoping it to look like a modern leather chair of some sort. I love black and white furniture, so I was going to paint that frame white.
I'm completely lost with Luke. Putting white paint over a Danish chair that had already great integrity. What was he thinking?
Yeah, he's definitely changed the look of that chair. It's a little scary to me.
Peter actually sat in the Danish recliner and fell straight through it. So I cut ply up and paint the back and the bottom white, matching it with the frame, and it looked amazing.
I think Laura has taken on one of the most difficult jobs to come out of the warehouse.
And she's not an upholsterer.
She's gone for the creative route, and it's a brave one. If she pulls it off, she could be a real winner.
The main challenge is to reupholster the fabric. The last time I'd used a sewing machine was Year 7 textiles when I've made a pencil case and a happy jacket, and I think that probably took me 6 months. Hopefully I can get done, but it's really doing my head in.
Bit of a wonky leg, or is it meant to be like that?
No, it's
It's
definitely wonky. Look,
It's got a bit
of a crooked boot. Found one of the legs had a very large crack through it, so I had to saw the leg off, put a bit of gel on each, and then put the legs back on.
Hi, Christy.
Hello, how are you?
Very good.
Twin-seater Edwardian-inspired chair.
Yes.
Tell us why you chose that one.
The thought behind it, I guess, is like a little girl's chair.
Oh, your daughter?
Yes, of course.
Very good.
What a shock.
I think the challenge was a very bold thought to take an Edwardian chair right up to the Simpsons period. And I think your daughter's going to love it, though. I'm a little concerned that you haven't really even half finished the painting.
Yep.
You're going to have to get a tickle on there.
Yes, absolutely.
Renovators, there is just 30 minutes remaining. You have a lot of work to do. Now pick up the pace.
What I thought was going to be a fairly easy thing is just, I had no idea.
So what I've done is I've sliced the foam into wedges, and I've actually pleated the leather into each one, attached them to the bottom of the rows.
Just basically trying to get the seat part done, which is probably the most important thing of a chair. Bit concerned that I left it till the last minute. I actually had to replace the seat, so cut the wooden frame, yes, cover that with foam, and then cover that with fabric. I got it!
My biggest concern at the moment is time. I have to upholster the sides and the bottom and the back. I think I've probably bitten off more than I can chew.
I think Laura's in a bit of strife. She bit off a big chunk there and a huge challenge.
I was worried about Christy in the beginning, but she's flying home.
That pig chair is going to really work that Christy's doing.
What I love about Bob's chair is he's giving the chair another form, which I think is quite special.
Luke is very confident, so let's hope he gets it to the quality we're after.
Renovators, 5 minutes to go. Come on, guys.
I'm excited. I'm just waiting for the paint to dry pretty much. Hopefully it's what the judges are after.
Yeah, Laura.
This is stupid. I shouldn't have got this shit.
Renovators, 1 minute to go.
1 minute? You've got to be kidding me.
What up, Lukey? Go, Jace. Gotta get it up there, mate.
It's not anything like Ryan.
Run, Jason.
Holy mother of God. What an ambitious project that was.
Stop work!
Looks lovely.
Never again.
I love it. It was good.
Time's up. I'm thinking judgment time.
Now, Baz, Peter and Robin are now going to choose their 3 favourite chairs. Now, Now, the creators of only those 3 chairs will be the ones going through to the final and deciding round.
I was happy with my chair, so no matter what the judges said, I was going to stand by that chair.
Now, Baz, Peter and Robin are now going to choose their 3 favourite chairs. The creators of only those 3 chairs will be the ones going through to the final and deciding round.
The craftsmanship is really beautiful. That chair just hums. Your pleating cushion, I think it's perhaps not finished the way you're happy with.
In the last 5 minutes, realised just how badly I'd done it and it was too late to fix it.
But the chair itself really does look great.
There is a simplicity to this chair that you have really absorbed. Well done, Bob.
Thanks, Bob.
Oh yes, of course, the recliner. That's what it is, isn't it?
Luke, you don't think it was that controversial, do you, to paint this chair white?
I'm glad with the decisions I made. It modernises the chair a whole lot, and I really like the look of it.
I was horrified when you started to paint this chair white. It's a beautiful, classic Danish recliner. I'll say I hate what you've done, but I love what you've done.
Absolutely.
Your quality in finishing is excellent, and I love that you were that bold. Great confidence.
Thanks.
Jason, the front leg is a little twisted over. Did you get an opportunity to fix that up?
I had a large crack in it and I've shortened them up a bit to take that crack out and then I just redoweled them. So.
Do you feel that you've given that the best finish you could have? No.
The whole vision and story of this chair is quite charming. Taking an old Edwardian 2-seater and turning it into a children's chair was very creative, very creative.
Your timeline nearly let you down. You were right to the very end there. There's just one little drip of paint on the fabric, which I was a little disappointed about.
The thing that I think that probably you're not happy with is the finish of the cushions.
It would have been better to sew it all together without stapling it. But yeah, if I had time, I would have been able to make a new cushion cover.
I completely agree that it's not finished, but the colour, everything about it, gives me so much confidence.
Well, Laura, I've got to say, full marks for creativity.
I see a bit of anarchy in this, in this chair, just by the way that you've cut all of this together, which gives it, you know, a really special quality.
Slightly punkish. Were you going for the punk look?
Sid Vicious would be happy with it.
I love it. When we walk up, this chair looks spectacular, but frankly, I'm scared to sit in it because there's pins sticking out everywhere and it really hasn't been finished off at all. But you can see how some of these have fallen out just as you've walked over with them. I'm a little disappointed with that.
I'm thinking I haven't a hope in hell because the execution isn't what I would want it to be.
Only the creators of the top 3 chairs will be going through to the final and deciding round. So let's find out who's going through.
There was one person in particular that pushed the boundaries of creativity and still maintained a high level of quality. Congratulations, Luke. You're through to the final round.
Good on you, Luke.
How's that feel, bud?
Feels great. I'm relieved and I'm really happy with the chair. It turned out really well.
The second person through to the final round is Bob.
There's no doubt about it, Bob. Your craftsmanship, especially your finishing skills, are superb. Excellent work.
The last person through to the final round today is Christy. That chair is completely enchanting. To take it out of its original character and move it forward into something completely different with charm and also with imagination fulfilled the brief. Well done.
Three people. I'm one of them. This is one step closer to getting my set of keys to one of those houses up there.
Christy, Luke and Bob, in a matter of hours, one of you is going to be holding the keys to the house of your choice. The only thing that stands between you and that great prize is one doozy of a challenge. If you guys turn around, you'll see behind you 3 rooms, 1 room each. You'll see they consist of 3 white walls with absolutely nothing going on in them. Now for this challenge, your job is to design, style, and decorate them to the best of your ability. You're free to use whatever furniture and materials you want from the storeroom, but here's the catch. You have to base your room around your chair. Your chair has to be the hero of those rooms.
No, not this. Anything but this. I'm not a designer.
You've got 4 hours each to complete your rooms. And you can each create a team of your own consisting of your remaining renovators.
What I'm really going to be looking for as a judge is when I walk into that room, it really has to have what I call the kapow factor. Good luck.
Work starts now. Coming up,
I'm freaking out, man.
3 renovators.
So the plan is just about to go out the window.
But only 1 winner.
I'm going to tell you, you're going to have to pull your finger out.
Who will claim the next set of keys? Work starts now.
Tina, Lisa. We had 4 hours to design a room around our chair. We had to pick a team, and as soon as I did that, we were off. The vision is a little girl's room. Rather than having a feature wall, I actually want a feature floor. The really nice, bold stripe in really vibrant colours, which should contrast nicely with the chair.
We're going to do a bedroom in this challenge. The whole overall vision of my room is the black and white theme because I love black and white. I mean, it's going to be my man cave, but we're going to get Ali, Jason and Peter to give it that feminine touch.
Oh, thanks. Yeah!
1, 2, 3, kapow! The theme for the whole thing is a designer's studio. Now the floor, you two, if you wouldn't mind, if you're quite happy to work together, there's a nice sizable rug in there. With the floating floor on the outside. When I started allocating tasks, the one name that was missing off the list was mine. Want some creative work out of you? Want to bring a bit of kettle into it. I'm project managing. I'm not getting involved in any specific task. It's to make sure that this thing runs the way I want it to run. So this is a case of it's all about Bob.
Let's
go. Thank you, people.
These are the colours here. The vision for my room was a little girl's room. That is perfect. Using my daughter as inspiration, of course. I'm happy for that to go on the walls. I've got Mel doing general painting and Jason and Keenan doing the floors.
Yeah, we're masking off so we can paint one section, paint the next, and then peel all the tape off and we're left with nice straight lines.
So it's this one here.
That's the one we'll go with.
This is supposed to be the art studio loft. Wooden flooring on the outside with a very dark carpet in the middle of it.
Now, one of the things that we do know is 36 square metres of room, 37 squares of that.
36 squares.
Oh, well, that's a problem then.
Why?
Well,
No, it shouldn't be because...
Bob said he's done all the calculations for the floorboards and that we have enough, but I'm getting worried. I don't think we do.
Oh, excellent.
Okay, this is the plan of attack. I've got a sketch there, and this is the schedule. Hopefully we can stick to it.
Could we actually just talk about this beautiful drawing?
I just love black and white, and that chair I definitely have it in my own house.
Yep.
So I just stuck to my style. This bulkhead, I'm going to build around the bed and the bedside tables. And behind where the bulkhead is, we're going to have wallpaper.
Okay.
Look, this looks all fantastic, but how is this chair the main purpose of this room?
Well, that's why we're going to put this is a lamp overhanging the chair, and this table is going to be beside the chair. So I think that's going to be a main part of the bedroom.
Keep going, Lukey.
Is everything going cool?
Yeah, my only concern, Christy, is we might have to do a second coat.
I reckon we'll have
just a
time
little
for
bit,
that.
blotchy.
Thanks, Mel. Yeah, I reckon we'll have plenty of time, so don't panic about that. Oh, hello, judges.
Hello.
Hey, how you
now,
going?
can you tell me the plan for the room?
The feature's the floor. I'm doing a striped floor.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so the
What
chair
colour
should pop.
stripes?
All different.
How is the Addison, the chair, the hero of this room?
Ideally, it's going to go at the foot of the bed with the light fitting
Yes,
over.
definitely.
Oh, I see that as somewhere where you'd sit and read them a book.
Okay.
I like how you're thinking about how the bed complements the chair.
Yeah.
There's your window down the side.
Bob said, look, Kel, I want you to do the windows. And I thought, gee, the room needs extra dimension. I'm Kelly from Lennox. I'm really scared of three things: brown snakes, white pointers, and white paint. So what I'm creating is something that's outside to bring into the space that reflects the character of the room. Now, the character of the room is Bob. This is Bob's head, and it's symbolic. Bob's head is being used as the moon. Tell me when you're happy with the moon. That's what I've got to try and get is a moon shape. It was called the midnight hour. Like that. Are you happy with that? Happy?
Done, mate.
Nice.
Looking good, guys. This is awesome. 3 hours left. The carpet's laid, the wallpaper is up, and we've done a whole lot of planning. We'll smash this. Bulkhead definitely gives the room the edge. I knew we were going to be popping the champagne bottles pretty early.
This is Luke's black and white bedroom.
This room's the furthest advanced out of all of them. Feels like a machine going into this room. It's great.
I'm still worried about whether or not the chair is still the hero of this room. With so much work going on in the back here, whether or not the bed is in actual fact the hero and the chair is just something that sits on the side.
It looks really good, but when you come and step back and look in, the back wall's really patchy.
This is the little girl's room done by Christy. I think it's starting to look really good.
What I'm liking here is how this chair is going to be the hero of this space. It's going to be useful and it's going to be playful.
I'm a little concerned. We're coming up to the halfway point and the floor hasn't been started yet. They need to allow themselves, after the floor's dried, sufficient time to style the room. I'll be devastated if she doesn't finish. Okay, this is Bob's design studio.
Design studios and offices are all about putting things on your walls so that you can draw inspiration and so you can also explain your ideas to other people.
He's not doing a lot in here. I don't see that we're going to get an opportunity to see great workmanship if all I'm going to get to judge is a floating floor.
Have we got enough?
We've only got 2 boxes there,
Really?
plus what you got on the floor in here.
Every time I think, yep, we've got it under control, something else is happening.
I have no idea what's going on with that. We're supposed to have 37 square metres of it. I have planned a specific layout for the floor and turns out we haven't got the material for it. So the plan is just about to go out the window.
So you've got a 6 metre width room, so we actually need about 35 packs of board.
That's annoying because that comes down to me not making sure they had the stuff before the plan got put in place. So going to wear that one, unfortunately.
You happy if we just keep coming to the back with what
Just
we've
keep
got?
going around and see how we go with it. If I've got to go some other plan, then we'll go some other plan.
Can I ask you, when are you going to start painting the walls?
I'm not. It was never a plan to paint the walls.
What have you contributed to this room so far?
Very little.
Really?
Apart from the plan, yeah, seriously.
We're way behind, mate.
I should have been sitting in my chair by now.
I think you have been sitting in the chair a little bit too much, Bob, I'm going to tell you. You're going to have to pull your finger out.
We have been told that we have enough floorboard to cover this area, but we're having trouble finding the boxes. So we may be a box or two short.
That's it. That's the last one in captivity.
Box you have in hand?
This box is the last one in captivity. We've run out of the material we wanted. So what we're doing now is we're just changing the design, carpet, all the way to the end.
Right. Bob made the right call with the floorboards to put another carpet inlay on and carry the boards through.
The wall's painted now, and finally I can start on the floor. 30 minutes drying time for the floor and 2 hours to walk on, but because of the lights that we've got in here, I think that it'll dry sooner. Ideally, I would have liked to have started it a bit sooner, but hopefully I can get it done in time.
This stuff better be touch dry in half an hour. We're in massive trouble.
I agree with Keenan.
Renovators, you've hit the halfway mark. 2 hours down, 2 hours to go. Come on!
Because I'm not painting the walls, I need a big, bold piece of art on that back wall. And I'm trusting August to give me what I've asked for.
Obviously, the artwork can't be domineering, but it is huge. I usually take weeks to prepare a painting. This is a couple of hours, so you have to forgive me if it's no masterpiece.
Chuck out to Margie. We've got an hour to go, and all the construction of the room is done. I'm excited, but I can't get too ahead of myself. Anything can happen. You just never know.
It looks amazing. I love it.
Is that what you visualised?
It's better than what I visualised because it's done. I'm looking around and there's nothing in my room. There's still paint drying. I've got to get everything in there, and we still don't have a bed. At 20 minutes, that bed needs to be in place. It's hot. I'm boiling. I'm freaking out, man.
Christy's room, that stripe painted floor on the little girl's room's finished. I never thought that would happen.
Bob's design studio is just coming together amazingly. Bob has readjusted his goal halfway through, and he's still going to have a great outcome.
The greatest advantage of what Luke's done is because he's managed his time well, he now has enough time to organise his furniture.
Lukey expects to pop the champagne before the fourth hour arrives.
Renovators, remember the keys to a house are up for grabs. You have 30 minutes to go.
What are we going to do with the extra half an hour? We're going to crack the champagne bottles.
So flooring's done. August is artwork. He's just taken this way beyond what I could have hoped for. My element for the windows, that's a real issue.
Kelly.
What, mate?
Just slow down.
Can't slow down, mate. We're running out of time.
Kelly was determined to stamp his style, if you want to call it, by painting the windows with a night scene.
That is too wet to be putting on the window.
That's what
at the
I think,
moment.
mate. It is.
Yeah,
It is.
get them out of here. They're too wet.
Let's take them out and let's wipe down that sill.
Kel's in an absolute panic because he's starting to get worried that this thing is not going to get finished. I don't think he's as worried as I am.
Not going to get done. Just leave it out of there, mate.
There's a complaint that these things aren't going to be dry in time. I believe it's going to be just right, exactly how it's meant to be, because everything always is.
Let's get this bed in.
Where do you want it?
Perfect! Woo-hoo!
All the furniture's moved in. Perfect. We're pretty much done, so we could fluff around with the room, just move bits and pieces here and there.
Just 5 minutes to go.
I just need a cordless drill, mate. That's the one thing I was waiting for, because I've got to drill out some of those stars, mate. They've been covered up with paint.
Do not worry about it. Get them up on the wall.
Can we get that out? Kelly, what do you want?
Cordless drill.
Kelly, we do not have time. They're going up or they're going out.
Mate, you miss it. You're going to miss all the stars.
1 minute to go.
It's coming down to the wire now. The room's almost finished, except for the chairs.
Is this it?
Yeah. For me, that was the last finishing touch.
It's not sticking.
It's not happening. Get
It's
him out.
not sticking. It's going to fall on your leather couch. So someone make a decision.
Which ones aren't going in?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop work.
Go team.
We're out of here.
Well done. Oh.
Well done, well done.
Hello, Christy.
Hi.
Can you tell us about your room?
I guess it's a shabby chic inspired room for a sophisticated little girl and something that can grow with her. Normally with bedrooms, I know you'd open them up and make them nice and airy, but I wanted to actually bring this in so it felt like a warm cuddle almost.
I can see Addison sitting on the chair with you, reading a little fairy tale. I can see Addison, as she's older, leaping off the chair, diving into bed. So it becomes an integral piece in this whole room. I think that's absolutely fantastic.
I love that you described the room as if she was in a cuddle.
Yeah.
I think a cuddle is a little bit warmer than what I felt when I first walked in there. I feel if you manage your time better, you might have been able to warm up the room with some artwork.
The floor was absolutely fabulous. I love the energy and colour from it.
Thank you.
For me, I think that the feeling of space is a little overwhelming.
Luke, tell us a little bit about your room.
I had to build the room around my chair, which is black and white. So obviously I made my bedroom a black and white theme. I definitely designed my bedroom, which I'd like to bring my wife home to.
How beautiful.
I could just roll around on this.
What I love is that you've created depths by actually giving the wallpaper the ability to draw your eye in, and it feels to me like I'm almost looking into another space. If we look at craftsmanship, there's nothing to actually fault in this room, particularly with that bulkhead, which works very well. And for me, I think that you do have total visual impact, even though I'm always very nervous of monochromatic.
I'm continually trying to ask whether or not this chair is the hero of this room. Is the hero of this room the backdrop with the bed, and does the chair actually support that? So Bob, how is your Bauhaus-inspired chair the hero of this room?
What I have done is I've tried to build a room around that idea of that chair. And most of the elements of the room, the verticals, those sorts of things, are trying to reflect that same spirit.
I think this painting is absolutely amazing. So I'm trying to imagine what would it look like if this really clever artwork was not here.
The artwork that we put on the back wall had to reflect the chair. That was my brief to August, and I think he did that so beautifully that unfortunately my chair is now disappearing.
I love the colour, I love the masculinity of the floor, and I was also impressed that you changed the original design and just extended the carpet. You didn't lose anything by doing that, and I thought it was a good decision. I'm a little confused with the window dressings. To me, in that room, that's a little childish. It's one of the things I would have taken away. I didn't think you were a hope in hell of getting it finished, and the fact that you have, you've made our job incredibly difficult.
Christy, Bob and Luke, there can only be one winner. And that winner is going to be choosing the keys to the house of their choice. Christy, Bob and Luke, there can only be one winner.
Christy, the children's room was beautiful. The floor was very creative. However, for a children's room, it lacked a little bit of warmth.
Bob, we love the framing of the floor, timber edge, the inlay of carpet. But what was the hero of this space? The chair, or was it the painting?
Luke, the monochromatic style that you've used really did enhance the chair as the hero of the room. It was incredibly well executed. Luke, I have to say, you are today's winner!
Judges announced me the winner and I was very excited. I just high fives to my team and they were very excited for me.
Luke, that room did have the kapow factor. Kapow! No, well done.
Luke, all of that work is going to pay off. You are about to claim the keys to one of the 5 remaining houses. Joanne, of course, has already taken the 60 Suburban, and I'll remind you what else is up for offer. Fibro Cottage, the shop, the half-done house, the weatherboard house, and the inner city terrace. You can find out information for 2 of the houses. So Luke, take a closer look and think very carefully. Luke, which is the first house you'd like to take a look at?
Take a look at the inner city terrace.
Termites have eaten away the floorboards in the living room. The kitchen is in total disrepair, and the only toilet is located at the back of the garden. Luke, an extra piece of information you might find interesting about the inner city terrace. It's heritage listed, which means that all work has to be council approved. The inner city terrace is located in Glebe, which is just 4 kilometres from Sydney's CBD, and the land size is exactly 100 square metres. The inner city terrace was purchased for $749,390, and the renovation budget is 20% of that price, which comes to $149,878. Luke, how are you feeling about this house?
My thoughts are pretty positive. Putting the toilet inside will make a lot of difference to the value, just even doing that, and I think probably suit my black and white style.
What's the second house you'd like to find info about?
I think I'm going to choose the half-done house.
Well, the previous owner began the renovations, but found it way too challenging. So hence, the half-done house.
Oh, God.
The bedrooms are in original condition, which means damp, mouldy and decaying. The back of the house has been opened up. The half-done house is located in St Peters, which is 8.5 kilometres from Sydney CBD, and the land size is 278 square metres. The house was purchased for $668,403. That means the renovation budget is 20% of that, which is $133,681. Luke, this is a really important decision. This can have a direct influence whether or not you take out the title of Australia's Best Renovator.
Oh, Jesus. It's a big call. It's a big decision.
Luke, what are you thinking?
I'd go for the inner city terrace.
Luke, Congratulations. You are now head renovator of one rundown inner city terrace. Well done, man.
I've got the keys now, and I now know that I'm a major player in this competition.
Good choice.
Thank you.
Tomorrow night, the big renovation week continues. We are about to throw you out into the real world. With the third set of keys up for grabs, the competition gets serious.
This is real people, real houses, and a real sale coming up.
Let's go, guys.
2 houses going under the hammer, 2 teams to make them over,
Who's going to add the most value?
and just 11 hours to do it all.
Everybody, we need to panic.
And ahead,
We want you to go all the way. We want you to go nuts.
their creativity shifts into overdrive in a white room challenge.
I love this room.
But 2 walls will stand between them and a rundown house.
No, I definitely want to make one of those houses mine.
Now, with only 4 sets of keys remaining, the battle is on.
I'm really going to pull my finger out to try and win a set.